Solarpunk ideology, things we can do in our communities to make them better, and ways to build the world that we want to live in. Just a short one today to share some of my ideas for the podcast because, wow, Solarpunking is back. Thank you to everybody who decided to stick around and everyone just joining us. My goal building this community was to give us hope and provide a vision for a better social structure, and I am so proud of where it's gone so far. There are a lot of folks from a lot of different backgrounds tuning in each week, and some of you have been gracious enough to leave comments about the show or send me messages, and I appreciate all of you so much. Solarpunk is about building with like-minded folks, but that doesn't mean that we are a hive mind. There are a lot of different ways to reach the goals we value as a community. For example, I lost a few folks who didn't agree with me regarding the protection episode, but I also gained a few first-time listeners who wanted to talk about it. Next week, I want to focus on AI and whether it can be done sustainably, and I expect that episode to also be pretty controversial. But I welcome and encourage everyone to share their thoughts if they feel comfortable doing so, even if you disagree. Things in the US and other places in the world have gotten pretty chaotic, but I think this space can at least be a mental stronghold. I was also considering starting a Discord or subreddit for the show when we get to an audience size where those platforms will be sustainable for the podcast. What do y'all think of that? Do you see this podcast as a way to find others to build with, or do you just sort of tune in whenever you remember it exists? I'm curious whether anyone would find online community building as useful as in-person community building. In my opinion, online communities act as incubators for imagining futures that mainstream culture ignores. Communities can also organize crowdfunding, share repair guides, or connect people with free and open resources. That's what I've tried to do here. Positive movements like Black Lives Matter and Land Back, and negative movements like Gamergate and incel culture gain traction in online spaces, so we already know that it's useful. But obviously, it can be a double-edged sword. People can get so invested in digital networks that their offline relationships suffer, making real-world collaboration harder. Sometimes communities can become a place where folks talk big about change, but don't translate it into action on the ground. So I'm holding awareness of these issues and factoring them into my plan for online connection. I also kind of want to start a book club, but that might have to wait until next summer. I'm not as available during the fall and I don't want to overload myself too much, but I can plan for it now. Book clubs are a really gentle way to make friends and could help maintain the flow of the podcast and foster a sense of belonging. A book club could also double as a think tank where we let books inspire practical sustainability projects or as an outlet for creative storytelling. Solarpunk is a relatively young concept and most of us are new to it, so it can be a place to pull guides, lectures, and artwork, kind of like a living archive of ideas. So what do y'all think? I'm going to keep poking for your engagement because I want this space to be shaped by all of us. There are enough of us now that there will be a good mix of opinions and suggestions. So if you're comfortable sharing, shoot me a message or leave a comment. I'll have the website running next weekend and I will start promoting the show on Bluesky as soon as I figure out how to use it. Oh, and before I let you go, I wanted to share this clip of Charlie Chaplin from the movie The Great Dictator that I thought was Solarpunk AF. So I hope it brightens your day like it did mine.
But I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, We need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish.
Thanks for listening to the 13th episode of Solarpunking. If you've enjoyed listening in so far, consider sharing this podcast with your friends and family members that you think would also like to join the movement. Also, consider leaving me a comment to let me know what you liked and didn't like. If you have excess funds, consider donating to the National Immigrant Justice Center in Chicago, Illinois. Their advocacy and legal services teams keep families together, free people from the dangers of immigrant detention, and prevent asylum seekers and longtime community members from being deported based on unjust laws and illegal government actions. You can visit their webpage at immigrantjustice.org to find out more. Until next week, stay hydrated and motivated. Peace.